Hello everyone, this is finally the Q&A video that I promised. I was like 20 subscribers short for reaching the 1,500 milestone for me, and within a couple of weeks I reached the 1,600 subscribers, which is amazing, and I couldn't believe it. So first of all, I want to thank every single one of you for subscribing and commenting and liking my videos, and it means a lot to me, and really gives me the strength to keep going as hard as I can in whatever thing that I do. But it doesn't matter if it's working out at the gym, trying to post videos for you, diversing the content a little bit so I won't be too boring, keep showing the same things over and over again. Anyway, without any further ado, I'll go into the questions. I wrote them down here so I won't forget anyone. Okay, first of all, Wetcider26 said, what is my occupation and what is the favorite part of my day most days? I actually double asked him what exactly did he mean, what's my favorite part of my day, but I finally understand what he meant. So I worked in a supermarket for the past 18 years now. No complaints. I work with some great co-workers there, and I couldn't ask for any better people to work with. And I really like working with those people because we're vibing so great together, and even though sometimes work is hard and we get tired and we get bored of the same shit we're going every single day, having people you can communicate and have a joke with, have a laugh, is very important for me. So I'm very happy with my work. Second part of the question, what is the first part of my day? To answer the question is during the days that I work in the morning and I have the afternoon free to go to the gym and relax afterwards. So specifically the time I have to relax afterward is the best time of my day. And that's pretty much the question, my answer to the question. So Marty Hall 3922 asked me what my current measurements. Well, I'm 182 height, or almost 6 feet tall, almost. And I'm currently at 101 kilos, which is 222 pounds. Unfortunately, I don't know what my body fat. I'm one of those guys that they say if I like what I see in the mirror, it's good enough for me. If it's not, find a way to change it. So I'm pretty satisfied to where I am now and trying to improve it. Anyway, to the question from AC725 asked me what I'm passionate about in my life. So, well, always remembering myself into video games, into board games, into card games, always something I guess has to do with games. And around when I was 20 years old, I started hitting the gym, eating properly, trying to eat more protein, and I was young. I had general idea of how to achieve it. Back then we didn't know, and we didn't have a way to get the information. The landscape now is so diluted by all those influencers that it's just as bad as it was back then. So to answer the question, I'm still passionate about video games, board games, card games, but I'm mostly prioritizing my my life in the gym. I want to prioritize this because this is what's gonna stay with me, and I'm still having the memories and I'm still creating new ones with the video games, but the body is the last thing you can rely on. Yes, you know. Arlo Knudsen Fit asked me what do I like most about him, and then he said he was joking about it, but I'm going to answer that, don't you worry. And also he asked me what got me into weightlifting and what is my history with physical fitness. Okay, well, first of all, Arlo, he's an amazing athlete, and that he has his own home gym, I might add, and you should definitely give him a follow as well. Like I said, from the first moment we bumped each other on YouTube and on social media, I have to say I was impressed about how fully developed he is as an athlete and into bodybuilding and weightlifting, and I admire his dedication and the results he's having for the past, I don't know, like roughly a year that I know him. He's very impressive. And now what got me into bodybuilding and weightlifting. I don't remember if I mentioned that before, but when I was younger, I was seeing on magazines, on the TV, the physique of athletes, and I was being mesmerized by what they achieved with their body, and I was always overwhelmed by the idea of trying something like that because it seemed not impossible but very daunting for me, and so I was always shy away from me trying to something like that. So until one day my brother brought a friend of his into the house, and we were playing video games, all three of us together, and he was into martial arts, but even though he was into martial arts, his body was like amazing, and he was pretty buffed for a guy who was into martial arts. So from that moment I realized that it's something I can also achieve, since I saw in front of me that it's not something, well, you still have to put the effort, but you know, it's something achievable, something you see in front of you. So instead, I said to myself, so instead of admiring it and dreaming of it, make it happen, make it a reality. So after that, the rest is history. I went to the gym, I went regularly, starting to learning exercises, new techniques, learned how to eat properly, and one thing brought the other, so this is where I am here. And like I said, when I was around 19-20 years old, when I finally had a clear image of what I wanted to become with my body, I weightlifting ever since. So around 25 years I keep weightlifting and trying to improve my body and my physical strength and improve my physique overall. I also did for a couple of years kickboxing. I only did for a couple of years, but I was maybe trying to cross-training, trying to find a different method of working out. I did for a couple of years. It was nice, it was great, and I fully appreciate what I learned those 2 years, but I couldn't dedicate myself fully to both of those exercises, kickboxing and weightlifting. So I had to give up one, so I gave up kickboxing. I'm very thankful and happy from what I learned so far, and I always keep them inside me. But I had to continue with my weightlifting and bodybuilding, I guess. So that were the questions, and I thought I didn't sound it too boring. I tried to be as efficient as possible, and I want to thank every single one of you. Honestly, you've been amazing. You've been very supportive. You keep showing the love every single day. Every single time I'm posting a video, and I couldn't ask for something more than that. Liking, it's more than enough for me. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. Take care.